If you watched previous videos, you know that I have demonstrated EVM, which is Ethereum Virtual Machine bytecode executed on a Cosmos chain using WebAssembly already, and in multiple ways. I have showed you transpiled EVM code to WebAssembly modules that are then executed in our WasmX virtual machine. I have showed you EVM code that is stored as is and interpreted by one or more EVM interpreter contracts, while the interpreter contracts themselves are WebAssembly modules executed in our WasmX virtual environment. Our system provides EVM equivalence, and you can run any Ethereum contract on Mythos. Mythos is our non-profit chain and the first chain bringing WasmX. But until now, Mythos only supported coin type 118, which is the coin type that most Cosmos SDK chains support. And it only supported Cosmos wallets, such as Kepler. But we are now supporting Ethereum's coin type 60 for addresses and Ethereum compatible signatures. And this means that you can use MetaMask or any Ethereum wallet to interact with Mythos. Here we are in Remix with a simple storage contract that has a get method and a set method. And the set method also emits some logs here. In MetaMask, we are connected to our local Mythos chain, and we are also using the injected provider through MetaMask. So right from Remix, we can just deploy the simple storage contract as we would do for any Ethereum-like chain, and then waiting for the receipt. We can see the receipt here with the status, transaction hash, and all the other information. And we have the contract has been already deployed on the chain. We can take this transaction hash, and here I have an explorer for our local chain. This PingPub Explorer is built for Cosmos chains, so we need to transform a bit this transaction hash that we have just copied and transform it to use uppercase, and also remove the 0x. And now we copy this and we search for the transaction, and we can see it right here, and it uses a message execute ETH custom message that we have implemented for our chain. And we can also see the contract address that was just deployed in Bec32 format. Back to Remix here, we can query any data from the smart contract, and we can see that the current value that was stored in the storage contract in a variable named number is 5. So we can change that and make a transaction to change it to 6, for example. And we run this as any other Ethereum transaction. And now we will wait for the receipt. We have the receipt here. And again, we can see the status, transaction hash. Let's copy this. And we can also see the logs that were emitted by the set transaction. So we have one event here, a stored event, which is defined in the smart contract, and a second stored to event here. And of course, if we do a get, right now the value is 6. Going to our Explorer, let's see the new transaction. And again, it's the same type of message execute ETH. And we can see the Cosmos types of events. This is how Cosmos formats the logs, but essentially this contains all the EVM logs with topics, indexed topics, data, and so on. So you can use both Kepler and MetaMask now with the same chain and in a very storage efficient way. And of course, Mythos is fully IBC and Cosmos SDK compatible, and it's based on WebAssembly. And it is already more capable than Ethereum or Ethermint or Polaris combined. And via our WasmX engine, we can bridge to CosmWasm chains.